today are Mike McCloskey, Keith Glock, and Christopher D. Felice. Jonathan Duhenio takes the draw against Justin Inacio. Inacio comes up with it. Possession for Ohio State. Two schools, two squads that are very partial to Scarlet. Scarlet and Gray, Scarlet Knights. And Scarlet and Gray. Gene Felix peeking out at LeClaire. 25 seconds in the shot clock. First possession for Ohio State.
And you can see Ohio State probing. They want LeClaire above the goal, dodging. Gene Felix has kept him at bay.
Myers fires and scores. Jack Myers right off the jump.
We talked in the open about Ohio State. There just seems to be something different about the Buckeyes in their week of preparation after that win over Michigan in Ann Arbor last weekend. Myers just goes behind the goal. He's guarded by Garrett Bullitt, and it's just a nice stutter step dodge. He gets Bullitt cross.
Chess match early on as to see who gets whom on the defensive covers.
And that was a fortuitous call against Ohio State for Rutgers as David Sprock got caught on defense, and Ohio State wasn't able to take advantage of that matchup due to the moving pick violation.
Mark, do my eyes deceive me, or is that Terefenko guarding Sherlombides?
I think he's in the game. Ryan Terefenko has missed the last 4 games.
Inside, great pass, and the finish is put away by Ross Scott.
We talk about the quick slides of Ohio State, and when you slide, you have to fill and recover. And Scott is a player that made himself known to the lacrosse world with a good performance in the second half against the University of Maryland. There you see the slide, and Scott just does a little back cut. And Sherlombides, he's more offense in their career, and they will stay on for some offensive shifts.
Sprock gets to the alley, finds Sherlombides over the top. Connor Kirst slings it right on, and Van de Bovenkamp makes the save. Nick Myers telling us last week he wasn't challenged very often by Michigan, but the saves he made were high quality. A failed clear for Ohio State. Gives the ball right back to Rutgers in white.
And I think that outlet pass, although it was outside of the reach of Terefenko, showed his rustiness and maybe hesitation to get after it.
Connor Kirst fires, he scores! Connor Kirst getting to the heart of the defense.
Great save by Van de Bovenkamp, but then the outlet pass isn't handled. And what I mean by that is Terefenko normally would run through that catch. Here we're going to see the outlet. Terefenko is fearless, but you can see he heard those footsteps, and he's had an upper body injury, so he isn't able to get that outlet pass, and then they just switch the field. There's Scott creating, moving the ball into the front of the cage, and there's Kirst. When he gets downhill on you, that big
First look at Justin Kim. Transfer from Syracuse. He slings it wide, backed up well. Knobloch straight away. Beats Terefenko, fires and scores!
Wow, Knobloch, the freshman, plays with such confidence. And when he plants his toe in the turf here at SHI Stadium and gets a step on his defender, it is lights out. Look at the quickness, just a little split dodge, gets down the alley after the ball is backed up, and he just hammers it far post. Beautiful shot from the freshman, and Rutgers is rolling. What work he's put in to get himself back after 2 devastating knee injuries. Not just 1, but 2.
Knobloch, the last man to score in the opening quarter, brings it to Sherlombides. Shot clock at 28. Gallagher, described as a water bug, he squirts inside to score.
Gallagher might not be as old as some of his offensive teammates, but he's been playing Scarlet Knight lacrosse for 4 years. He's a huge part of this program, and this is Ryan Gallagher to a T. Invert, he can play attack, he can play midfield, take the matchup way outside, roll back. He recognized that there was no support, that there was no help. on that near side of the field. And Gallagher just takes it.
Myers in control. Francowiak digging in the short stick D-mid. Here comes the help. Ball down, scooped by Wiseman. Plenty of time in the shot clock. Wiseman drawing a couple of defenders. Makes the quick kick. Spin it up top for Grant Mitchell. Sharp angle, score! Wiseman uncorks one from the wing.
Just what the Buckeyes needed. Great vision from number 10 in scarlet and gray, Grant Mitchell. We saw him do this in high school, imported by Calvert Hall from the state of Georgia to play his high school lacrosse in Baltimore. When you look at the Mitchell twins, and this one is Grant, big, strong, hard dodger, but incredibly soft.
Off the split, kick it back behind. Mullins, not able to get to the front. Connor Kirst from the severe angle. A patient Rutgers approach. Sanguinetti roll dodge, fires, he scores! Michael Sanguinetti.
Coming into this game, some of the question marks that I had for Rutgers was the durability and the sturdiness of their big five. The starting attack, and then the midfielders Knobloch and Sprock. Ryan Gallagher scored just a couple minutes ago, and then Colin Kirst, look at that save off the worm burner from Ohio State. Get the ball on offense, and you got Michael Sanguinetti, who runs primarily defensive midfield, but he has an offense for beating Michigan, so they got 2 of those in the last 3 weeks. And that win last week, Joe, was even more gratifying for the Buckeyes, figuring that their season in 2018 ended on Michigan's field in the semifinals of the Big Ten tournament when they lost to Hopkins.
Hughes gets the jump on Coyne and stashes that one upstairs.
Hughes is a lefty. I'll be honest, Joe, I kept talking because I didn't think he had it in him. I didn't think the right-handed shot was going to go from Griffin Hughes, but this is a player that Nick Myers absolutely adores for his toughness, for his productivity, for his leadership. And at a time, look at the defender, number 6, Tommy Coyne, denying that left hand. Go, you go right. I'm going to let you go right. Okay, you're going to...
Knobloch, the freshman, who doesn't look like a freshman at all. With composure, nice feed. Sherlin-Beatty's on the sneak. He scores.
This one is going to be tough to watch in the film review for the Ohio State Buckeyes. You got Knobloch, who you have to be aware of, and you do have to slide, but not in this situation when you're giving up goal line extended to Adam Sherlin-Beatty. Let's look at the save first. Backing down, whip, boom. Kirst is able to get it. And then look, you slide, and you give up Adam Sherlin-Beatty, one of the best finishers from in tight on the...
Good ball movement there for a shot from the top that sails high. The backup belongs to Ohio State. Wiseman did not convert. Another angle drive, score! Hughes, once again, dangerous around that crease.
Good extra man series for Ohio State. They loosened up the Rutgers defense with 2 outside opportunities that weren't bad looks. They were just off the cage. It's almost like jab, jab, then a body blow. And here you're just going to see an exchange in position on the field. Hughes slips underneath. The defenders don't split the difference. Number 2
of his career in that one. Social media maven on the move now.
He's entertaining.
Mitchell Pelkey with the swim. Looking over the top. Great look. Score! Jack Myers off a great feed from Pelkey.
Pelkey getting the opportunity for the injured Connor Mitchell. Lacrosse fans remember that name. His father, an All-American at the University of Virginia, back in the 90s, but look at the patience and the moves of Mitchell Pelkey. He played attack in high school in Northern Virginia, and it's just a classic cut when you see the back of your defender's helmet. And they
out quickly from Wentz. Shot clock at 15. Sanguinetti on the sweep. Dishes to Kirst. Connor Kirst, roll dodge. Fires. Score! Connor Kirst.
Ohio State has never won a men's lacrosse game here in Piscataway, and Colin Kirst is looking to keep that trend intact. The problem with defending Colin Kirst is he can shoot left-handed, he can shoot right-handed. So when he gets in on you with that big 6'3" frame, you've got to respect, is he going to shoot it left? Because then you can't sit on that right. He comes back right, puts up.
As he had the short stick, he knew he was going to the goal, didn't he?
And it was a good shot. Great save by Kirst.
Mullins turns the corner, bounce shot, score! Kieran Mullins runs to his mates for the big celebration.
Knows what he means to this ball club, and they know he's been hurting. To see him get that goal really provides a spark for this Rutgers lacrosse team. In essence, this is a 2-goal turnaround instead of it being 7-6. Look at that save by Kirst. That is a good shot, far pipe. And then you got Mullins. What lower leg injury that I'm battling? Just comes around the cage, gets topside.
Hughes, who's been a dynamo on the offense for Ohio State. This is an Ohio State team that has scored 12 or more in 5 of its 6 games this season, held to 5 today. Snapshot, score! Changing the narrative there with LeClaire.
This is what the man can do when he gets downhill and decides to take games over. We saw he just missed a couple minutes ago with that dodge against the short stick. This time he makes sure he cans the opportunity. And this is a perfect spot for Trey LeClaire. Look at the pick. You can't just put turnstile defense out there if you're Rutgers. You can't just put a stick out and expect that to stop the bulldoze that has Trey LeClaire. You got
Wiseman thought about it. Hughes. Score! Myers turns the corner, makes this a 1-goal game.
Myers keeps his feet moving. For any youth high school lacrosse player out there, this is the best way to get around your defender when you are receiving the ball, headed toward the cage, coming from around. Keep your feet moving because the defender's momentum is coming at you. And watch this on the EMO. Head of steam for Jack Myers. He sees the defender coming at him. He just carries it past him, gets to a better angle, and puts a bullet past Kirst.
Myers, Yusefi, and Duhenio of Rutgers. Trey LeClaire looking to tie at this trip for Ohio State. Isolating against Gene Felix. Bringing on around to Hughes. Hughes makes a neat move. He scores!
Ohio State's feeling it, and they've gotten a couple to drop against Colin Kirst, and they are feeling incredibly emboldened right now. Again, Hughes, you take away his left. Griffin Hughes likes to play with the stick in his left hand. You take away upfield from him, and look at the quickness. Boom, by right-handed, far post. Terrific move, quicker than a hiccup.
At the start of the day, Gallagher trying to run by Riss. He'll invert. Gallagher around the Mullins screen. Gallagher draws a double inside shovel. Score! Sherlin Beatties flexing for Rutgers.
That's a beauty, eh? Adam Sherlin Beatties celebrating with Kieran Mullins, saying, man, did you see that? Let's look at it up on the R Vision here at SHI Stadium. Sherlin Beatties, when we talk about his mobility, when you talk about how well he's been playing and how well he's been moving, it's no joke. And look at him get free and just backhand that thing top shelf against Van de Bovenkamp. It's oftentimes it's not about how many you make, it's when you win the face-off, when you make the saves.
Camille still attached to the freshman. Ryan Breck says 27 can create separation extremely well. See if they give him another chance to touch the ball this trip. Sherlin Beatties is marked by Camille. Adam Sherlin Beatties with a ball fake, and he'll fire. He scores! On his way to the deck. He can't be stopped.
Sherlin Beatties dodging this far away from the goal and facing the goal really wasn't happening over the last couple of seasons. To see him so mobile, so athletic, so active is really a treat. Watch him set up his dodge. He's got a shorty. You know he's coming back left. You just got to sit on that left. You know he's coming back. The right gets overplayed.
Up top, Wiseman feeds on a flash cut inside. That's off the cross. Colin Kirst dancing with it. Look at the goalie get to the end line. There's a whistle, though. Possession back to Ohio State.
Smart play by the Buckeye. He knew he was beat to that ground ball. He just got in front of a Rutgers defender, stopped, and got pushed to the turf.
Buckeyes are not done yet. Speed rush, score! Myers on the speed dodge makes it a one-goal game.
Wow. Myers has been terrific all game long. This opportunity is created by the heady play of an Ohio State short stick. Look on the loose ball. Watch him just step in front of the defender, gets pushed. I believe that's, couldn't read the number. And then Myers on the restart just gets his defender hung up, beats him top side, and puts it high. Another person to look for is Mitchell with a dodge down an alley and potentially a shot.
Myers takes the ball against Bullock. Works around a screen. Jack Myers trying to get to the interior. He gets doubled. It's down on the deck. It comes up on the scoop. Wiseman. 10 seconds. Ball down. Long way from the cage. Grant Mitchell. 5 seconds. The pass inside. Behind the back. Bounce wide. And Rutgers will hang on by the skin of its teeth.